Hi, I'm DJ Zent, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on the initial call bass on my latest single, Sunnies and Gum, which dropped on Dreambase UK Records. Cheeky little plug there, you might have seen it knocking around. Go check it out if you're interested. We're going to have a quick listen to the track, and then we're going to get right into it. So I've just got to bounce the whole track now because the project's quite CPU intensive. So we'll just listen to the drop and then we'll get straight into the bass patch.
Before one heads out to the rave, one must consult the final checklist. Tickets, money, sunnies, and gum.
So that's the full track. We'll dive right into that's it. That's all the bass cut up in audio. We've got the original patch here, which is as so. Bit lower there because it's not under the master limiter. So let's go into it. So I've got Serum patch here, and we've just got the basic sawtooth, and the reason it's sounding a bit meh is because it's actually got a picture on it, which this will come to more apparent reasons why later, but there's a slight bit of pitch automation on that. So I'll just turn that off. Let's get back on that. So we've just got plain initialize. I'll do it again, but plain initialize patch. Cool. So for this patch, I selected the harmonic morph wave, which is in digital. So we've got the harmonic morph. I've just got the original patch on the other screen just to reference, because there's a lot going on, and some of the tweaks, if you don't get them right, this sound doesn't sound like that. So we're going to start with the kind of automations. As you can see, it goes over 4 bars. It kind of rolls over 4 bars, a kind of like gritty rolling foghorn. So we're going to set the LFO to 4 bars, and if I remember, that's in the other screen anyway. That's there, around there, and then we roll off around there, and yeah, add that delay. Cool. So I'm going to set up the modulations, both oscillator 1 and oscillator A and oscillator B down to -1. We're going to add that to that, add that to that. Where have we got these? Going to tweak these down. So nothing interesting as yet. We're going to add the filter in. We're going to modulate the cutoff. What did I have on there? 79 and 42. 79 and 42. And then we had the old drive on, 14 to 42 again, I think. 44. Cool. So slowly getting somewhere. Sub on, have that on direct out. So we've just got a nice clean sub, not modulating at all. And we've got that around about there. Yeah, what I might do as well is I'll just open up an analyzer so you can see the sound as well gradually take shape. Cool. So what else did we have there? So we've also got yeah, so you have a slight whipping all the way through the sound, and that is a separate modulation. Let's have a look. 16. That's on dot 116, and that is right. We've got the got bend on, minus 13, 19, set them to minus 13, and have them come up to around 19. Just being really precise because I'm making this before this video and realised some of these digits, they have to be spot on or you kind of lose the sound. So you're slowly getting that kind of whipping sound. What we also had is LFO2 to this pitch here, and just going to put them in A fine, LFO2, O, A fine. Yeah, LFO2 modulating oscillator A, fine tuning basically that is. That's about 50, and we don't want it going back and forward. It's just going one way because it's kind of pitched, the sound, the way it rolls through. And then B fine, have completely the other way, and exactly the same. And then this is just the curve of how it comes in. It's kind of like an attack thing. So you can hear a slight wobble in. When we start adding more effects and stuff, we're going to get more to that desired sound. One last thing that can only be done on the matrix is LFO1 to master tune. That's the only way you can actually do that. And that really, very, very slow. If you go too crazy with that, if you just a nice little amount sometimes, and again scale that back. You've also kind of got a mix dry. It's almost like a dry wet there, which is good. So you can kind of hear, slowly get into that sound now. So about 6 there, and then I'm going to start going. So once I kind of build a patch like that, when I get my movement and stuff like that, and how I want the filter cut off, and how I want the sound to kind of be shaped, if you will, then we need to start beefing it up because it sounds very flat at the moment. And it's all in mono as well at the moment. Extra effects maybe put on later for some stereo width, but I'll try and build most of my bass patches in as mono as possible, just to transpire onto systems and stuff like that. So I'm going to start off with good old distortion, and diode we went for. Diode is a very aggressive distortion, used subtly can sometimes get really nice results. Just gonna see where I put these, because this is actually what really changed the sound a lot. So I've got that on 25%, and we're going to automate it to 42, and then same with the mix is on 12%, and I automate it all LFO1 to about, where was that, to 40. So we're slowly getting there. I hear that distortion buzz at the end that we've kind of just, if you see, if we turn that off. Now with the distortion on in this area here, we've just added loads of extra harmonics, which is lovely. We're going to put the compressor on, good old Logic, good old Serum compressor. Switch it to multiband, and then just going to do these settings, minus 28, 1.8. So set the ratio down to 1.8, light one. We're going to have that threshold to about 28. Not going to go too much into the reasons for all of this, because that just take too long for this video. And if I'm honest, sometimes just tweak things to ear. There we go. Oh, my phone there, apologies. So now we're going to put the equalizer on, and equalizer set to kind of a bell curve for the top. Quite a bit on there. Turn that. That's it. So we're really getting that that fizz. Might later roll some of this area off. Don't want it to sound too harsh. And then I did dip these mids here around 160. Let's put 160 in. Just dip some of these. Put that on. Just to control them a bit. Maybe -10 was a bit too much. There you go. You don't want your mids to overpower your sub. You want your sub to be dominant, your mids to be lower. You can get really exact with that, but for the minute, that's fine. Then let's put the filter on. Filter. And again, I'm going to be really precise with this. Let's check the patch. 39 to 63. 39 and LFO1 onto 63. Yeah, -13. Bit of drive. Yeah, nice. So that's the patch, and then if we go back and we add the sound shift on. So just notice there we want a tail on this, on the envelope, as we want it to roll off more. So let's add that in. 385. I'm being really precise here, but I mean you can obviously play around with this. Put a little bit of attack on to stop any kind of clipping and stuff. So hopefully now, yeah. And then you can just tweak to suit, but that's the patch. So I'm going to just bounce this now into audio, and then we'll put it back into the original mix. So they are the original calls, but we just got the bass cut out of there. Sorry. So let's put that back. I'm just going to double up that strip and we'll add that back in. Put these in here like so. Just give them a little fade out. Nothing crazy. 20 or something like that. And then let's listen back to the track. We should be ready to go.
Before one heads out to the rave, one must consult the final checklist. Ticket, money, sunnies, and gum.
Cool, so there you go. That's my first tutorial featuring the initial chord bass of Sunnies and Gum. If you'd like some more videos, then please give us a little follow, like the button. Any comments or questions, chuck them in and I'll do my best to get back to you. I'm also a tutor and a mix and master engineer, so if you want to get any one-on-ones on for mix downs or production or sound design, then get at me at my socials, which I'll put in the comments on my link tree. Yeah, wicked. I shall catch you guys later.